Hi, welcome back to Chem with Go. Today we'll take a look at empirical formula calculations with a little bit more complicated example, one with 3 different elements in there. Now we know that the formula has aluminum, phosphorus, and oxygen in the formula. We just don't know in what quantities and what whole number ratios. But if we have their masses by percent as given right here, the best thing to do again, or to start out, is to assume that you have a 100-gram sample. And if each one of these are the percentages for the sample, then what happens is we can assume that we have 22.1 grams of aluminum, 25.4 grams of phosphorus, and 52.5 grams of oxygen. Now that we've determined what the masses of each one of these elements would be present in a 100-gram sample, let's go ahead and convert these into moles. And we will need their atomic masses from the periodic table. So we're going to take a look at 1 mole of aluminum right here, and the atomic mass of aluminum happens to be 26.982 grams. Okay. For phosphorus, it happens to be 31. Let me write this out. 30. I'm sorry. 0.974 grams. For oxygen, it's 15.999 grams per mole of oxygen. Okay, so now that we've figured this out, let's do our mole calculations. We've assumed that we're not really concerned about significant figures again, since the chemical formula, we want whole numbers as the subscripts. So when we write this out, again, we're not concerned about significant figures. So let's just write out about 3 significant figures for this. So 0.819 moles of aluminum. This will be 0.820 moles of phosphorus that we've calculated. This would be about 3.28 moles of oxygen that we've calculated. Now, as you can see, the number of moles of aluminum and phosphorus are quite similar to each other. So it's safe to assume that aluminum and phosphorus will have a 1-to-1 ratio. So we can write an AL and then a P. Now, if you look at oxygen's quantity of moles, it looks like it's about 4 times that of aluminum and about 4 times that of phosphorus. If you multiply each one of those numbers by 10, so this by 10, this by 10, this by 10, this is a 32, and that's an 8, that's an 8. And 8 goes into 32 about 4 times, so we can assume that there's 4 oxygens for every aluminum and 4 oxygens for every phosphorus, which makes our chemical formula AlPO4. And this is aluminum phosphate. Right, cool. And that's our video for today. Go ahead and refer to the handouts for your homework assignment and check the Google Calendar when you get a chance. All right? I'll see you in class.